Waterfalls are some of the most breathtaking and mesmerizing sights on the planet. Is it the way the water cascades over the ledge, joining one world to the next? Or maybe the secret of their beauty lies in the sun angles shining through the misty spray, creating endless rainbows? From the eternal waters to the nature that springs from them, here are our top 14 most beautiful waterfalls in the world. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about all the beautiful places around the world. If you're new here, we're glad you found us. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for joining us again. Without any further ado, let's head straight into the countdown. 1. Scourifus Iceland. Pouring over the old sea cliffs in the south of Iceland is the river Skaua. Scourifus is truly a marvel of the natural world. The mountains around make up part of the border between the lowlands and the highlands of Iceland, and in many ways the beauty of the waterfalls connects the two. It's one of the biggest waterfalls in Iceland, standing at over 169 feet from cliff to river surface. Scourifus is known for its mystical beauty, including the double and even triple rainbows that often spark from the reflections of its waters. These sites have drawn comparisons between the waterfall and the Bifröst Bridge, between worlds from ancient Norse mythology, so much so that it was a filming location for one of the most famous Thor movies. 2. Erawan, Thailand. The stunning Erawan Falls in Kanchanaburi in the west of Thailand give their name to the breathtaking Erawan National Park. The 7-tiered waterfalls course over astounding white limestone cliffs, from which they take their name. In Hindu mythology, Erawan was a 3-headed white elephant god, and the cliffs of Erawan are said to resemble this god. As well as the natural beauty and the stunning plants and animals of the park, Erawan Falls have another draw. In the hot, sticky Thai summers, the gloriously cool pools of the falls can often be found crowded by swimmers. One of the falls even has a natural water slide. 3. Multnomah Falls, Oregon, USA. Of all the natural sites across the Pacific Northwest, Multnomah is by far the most popular based on the number of yearly visitors. The falls are very tourist-friendly with cafes, a gift shop, a lodge, a visitor center, and more. Their natural attraction is no less for it, though. The water flows from underground rivers before cascading over the incomparable Lark Mountain. Depending on the time of year, the flow is stronger or weaker, giving different experiences for each visit. Those interested in geology love this place especially. Many unique rocks and geological formations are not found anywhere else and are just waiting to be uncovered. 4. Ban Giac, Di Tien, Vietnam and China. Stretching over the border between Vietnam and China, the Ban Giac Falls are north of Hanoi, cascading between the karst hills of the Chinese Guangxi and the Vietnamese Cao Bang provinces. The falls have existed for over 1,000 years, and the sound of the water can be heard for many miles. Surrounded by rocks and trees, there's always plenty to see at the falls, though they're daunting even for experienced hikers. At 98.5 feet, they are the 4th tallest falls in the world on a national border. Close by is the secluded Tongling Gorge, which contains many plants and animals only found in that area because of its unique location. 5. Warienga Bridal Veil, New Zealand. It's a thin waterfall that plunges 180 feet straight down through the air, hence its English nickname. The waterfall's source is a volcanic-formed basalt cliff, which preserves rock formations from millions of years ago. Over time, this fall has created a large natural pool at its base, forming a unique forest populated with tawa trees. The whole area is now a scenic reserve. Many rare plants and animals live around the falls, and activities like rock climbing and swimming are not permitted to protect these species. 6. Jog Falls, India. This waterfall, reaching almost 640 feet in elevation, is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Karnataka. Uniquely, it changes its type of waterfall depending on the weather and season. It is mostly a segmented fall but becomes a crashing plunge waterfall after heavy rains. The beautiful rocky Shadavati River, its source, is an extremely important water source in the area and worth a visit all on its own. The falls tumble down from a steep, broad river chasm, and only from the viewing platforms can they be properly seen. Many remarkable and unique animal species can be found around the falls, especially rare birds that are limited in other parts of Karnataka. 7. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of the turquoise Plitvice Lakes is a place of such unique beauty that they barely seem a part of the world. They're known for their boardwalks, abundant flora and fauna, hiking trails, and most importantly, their waterfalls that seem to be photographed more than any other site in the whole country. The biggest and most beautiful of these is the Veliki Slap Great Waterfall, the highest waterfall in all of Croatia. While most of the falls in the park are made from water pouring between the upper and lower lakes, the Great Waterfall churns from the important Plitvice Potok River. In the winter, the Great Waterfall freezes almost entirely. You can see ice towers spiraling up the hills, shining against the Croatian cliffsides. 8. Iguazu Falls, Argentina and Brazil. The Iguazu Falls, crossing the border of Argentina and Brazil, make up the largest waterfall system in the world. They are sourced from the Iguazu River, which runs through the two countries, and the falls act as a divider of the river. Interestingly, while most of the river is on the Brazilian side, most of the actual falls are actually in Argentina. The size of the falls can be overwhelming, as can their variation. They exist in a staircase fashion, with falls of all sizes cascading downwards and even several islands separating the streams. A huge percentage of the water falls into a chasm so deep it's known as the Devil's Throat. These waterfalls had important legendary significance to ancient people, who claim a scorned deity sliced the river in two. 9. Angel Falls, Querepacupai, Meru, Venezuela. The Angel Falls drop from the peak of a UNESCO heritage site, Ollantaytambo Mountain, in the Canaima National Park. The world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall flows from almost 3,215 feet in the Bolivar state in Venezuela. Over 2,624 feet of the waterfall's height is a straight free plunge of endless water. Though it is a popular tourist location, it isn't easy to access. The mountain exists in the center of dense, isolated jungles, and the only way to reach the falls is through complicated flights and guided river tours. 10. Victoria Falls, Mosiwatunya, Shungu Namutitima, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls are some of the most famous in the world for a good reason. The native names of the falls on the Zambezi River translate to thundering smoke and boiling water, respectively, so it isn't hard to imagine their grand majesty. There are national parks in both Zambia and Zimbabwe focused on the falls, which are hugely popular with tourists worldwide. Though Victoria Falls isn't the widest or highest fall in the world, the combination of both makes it the largest overall. The terrain around the waterfalls varies greatly, from basalt to sandstone to tree-filled islands. The basalt in the plateau dates back millions of years. The gorges in which the waters flow are deep and on a massive scale. All of that, combined with the fish, wildlife, and plants endemic to the area, make the whole experience of Victoria Falls a world of its own. 11. Kaitor Falls, Guyana. The sheer power of this remote waterfall is breathtaking. The Kaitor Falls are one of a kind, being located deep within Guyana's Amazon rainforest and generating enough water to fill an entire lake. If you are looking for a unique experience, this is it. The falls diving spot in Guyana will leave your heart expanding and feeling full as the water surges over its edge before crashing down below to create an entirely new world of wonder just waiting underneath. You can take pictures from the air, or if something more adventurous strikes in you, be sure not to miss out on seeing this incredible natural phenomenon up close with the professional guides who know every nook and cranny of this perfect place. 12. Ruby Falls, USA. The Ruby Falls are a fascinating natural phenomenon found underground. To see this distinctive natural phenomenon near Chattanooga, visitors will need to venture deep into the earth, and they will be greeted with beautiful crystal-clear waters filled with amazing colors from minerals found in rocks below ground level. The falls are a magical sight thanks to the rock formations, lights, and ambiance of this subterranean attraction. Dropping 26 floors in an elevator takes you down to the Lookout Mountain, where Ruby Falls resides as one incredible 145-foot wonder. 13. Huang Xi Laos. The Huang Xi Waterfall is one of the most famous attractions in Laos and can be seen from a distance away. As you approach Luang Prabang, it's an easy stop for any traveler who visits this ancient city, making it a popular destination. This is a three-tiered waterfall that seems to be emerging out of nowhere, with the falls measuring up to 60 meters. The lower tier contains stone pools which showcase inviting pale blue water, and some are even open for visitors who want to get wet. 14. Blue Nile Falls, Ethiopia. The Blue Nile Falls is a hidden treasure in Ethiopia. It's not the most well-known spot, but it might be one of the most beautiful, for its scenery and natural splendor that you will not soon forget. The three-pronged shape and the height of 42 meters is what makes this natural attraction so unique. To see it in full action, you'll need to visit during rainy season, as the hydroelectric station upstream has slowed down the river's flow. But don't worry, because even when there aren't rains, these falls still provide an amazing show. There are many things to see at the Blue Nile Falls. Not only do you get an amazing view of this beautiful waterfall, but you can also enjoy some hiking trails that take you off into nature and show off all of its beauty. So which place is your favorite? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to love this other video from our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. See you soon, and until then, bon voyage!